Okay, so today we're going to be building an iron farm. On bedrock, they're kind of a pain in the butt, I'm going to be honest. But one of the first rules is location, location, location. You don't want to be anywhere near a village. You want to be at least, I'd say, 200-300 blocks away from a village. That's extremely important. And then you're going to need area that's pretty clear to make one. So I'm going to find an area where I think is going to be decent for it. We might have to clear out some land if worse comes to worse. What do we got here? So this is all part of it. You're going to have to find a good location. There's a lot of trees around here. What I'm looking for is something where I don't have to do too much area clear. So I'm going to head back this way, possibly. You don't want a place that's high up on a mountain either, because think about it, you have to get villagers there. You really don't want to have to work extremely hard. You want an area that's kind of clear. I like usually deserts because you don't have to clear out a ton of trees, but I don't really have any deserts too close to me. This area could work, honestly. Alright, I might actually just do it right here, re-terraform the land a little bit, and I will be right back. Okay, so a few Minecraft days later of terraforming and giving me enough space to do what I need to do, I think we are ready here. So I'm going to start right around here, I believe. The first thing you're going to need is a bunch of blocks, a hopper. You're going to want to have some signs, 2 buckets of water, and we will get right into it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over and we're going to pillar up 5 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 right there. Then we are going to jump while crouched and place a hopper. This is going to be the actual thing that collects all the iron from the farm. So what we will do is crouch and place a block on each side of this hopper, like so. Like that. I want to pick up all that junk from all the mobs that attacked me while I was terraforming. So we're going to break these. And I ended up picking up some of the junk anyway. Hold on, I need some more rockets to get back up there. Sorry, it's just impossible to hold everything you need at once while building this farm. It's quite a lot of stuff. Doesn't actually take the most materials, it's just a bunch of different things that you need, honestly. Alright, let's see how good of a flyer I am. Perfect. Okay, so now from this hopper you're gonna go out 9 blocks in every direction. So we already have 1, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're gonna come back here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna do that on every single side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then on this 9th block, you're going to place a solid block like this. So then what we're going to do is we're going to link all of this up like so. We're going to meet up with all 4 sides and make a square. We might have to actually extend this platform. I thought I might have made it big enough, but I might not have. We are going to find out. So, as we bring this out, actually, boom, like that. Then we're going to go like this. Then we're going to just go straight across with this platform. Like that. Then we're going to bring this straight across. Boom, like that. And then we're going to do the same thing and connect all 4 sides. I will see you in a second. Okay, so when you're done connecting all 4 sides, you should have something that looks like this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come through and you're just going to fill in all these gaps. Make sure this whole thing is filled in. We'll do this together. Hopefully I can get it done pretty quick so this video doesn't become too long. That's one thing I found out. A lot of people don't watch your video if you make it too long, and sometimes these tutorials take like a half hour to actually show you step by step what you need to do. So I've been trying to do a little more jump cuts and not do all this stuff on cameras, but I just want to show you at least one corner of it to show you what's important. So after we do this, one important thing is to make sure that this is 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Then we're going to come over here and make sure that we did this correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would mean that all of these are correct as long as that this is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So all these are correct. Now we're just going to fill it all in, and I'll see you in a second. So when you're done filling it in, you should have a platform that looks just like this. Now would be a good time to come underneath here and at least place a couple light sources so you don't have mobs spawning below it until we're done with the next part. So then you're going to come back up on top of the platform. And this needs to be 5 blocks long, but since we already have one, we're going to extend it out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, and that's going to have a block on it like that, and we're going to do the same thing in every direction. So it doesn't matter which one you necessarily choose right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, like that. So this part should be 4 blocks long, coming up to right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be a border wall. And we're going to do that on all 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block. Just like that. Now we're going to fill all this in just like we did this level below. We're going to fill all these in and bring this border wall all the way around. Be right back. Okay, so after all of that block placing, you should have a platform, if I can fly correctly, that looks like this. It will be 4 up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8 down here towards the center from every direction. Okay, then you're going to come over to the corner over here and you're going to place 1 block like that, 1 block like that, 1 block like that. And you're going to do the same thing in every corner. 1 block right here, 1 block right here, 1 block right here. We're just going to come over to every corner and do that. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, boom, boom, boom. So you should have all 4 of those corners looking exactly like that. After placing those 4 blocks in the corners, you're going to come over to the hopper. You're going to place a block on the side of the hopper like this. Then you're going to place a slab aimed at the top half, just like that. And oh, I accidentally broke the wrong block. We'll put that back, just like that. And then we're going to place a sign on top of the slab, like that. Okay, it should look like that. Now we're going to build a casing to hold lava, and that's what's going to kill our golems. So I will be right back and we will do that, but first we're going to fill in the water of this whole thing. Had to go sleep in a bed, so what we're going to do now, we're going to come off the side of the farm real quick, and we're just going to build a permanent water source over here for a second. We'll be removing this when we're done with it, but this is just going to make the whole part that we got to do right here easier. So we're going to go like that. Then we're going to take our 2 buckets of water that we brought, put those on the bar. The lava kill chamber is the hardest part. When you are building a lava kill chamber, do not test it with lava. Test it with water. Okay? Okay. So, now we're going to fill up our water. And we're going to come to each one of these corners, and we're going to place a water source right on this area right here. Okay. Do 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 do. One there. One there. Okay, we come back over to our infinite water here. We're gonna take those. Okay, so you're gonna be putting water everywhere except for this corner area right here. You're gonna put water there. You're gonna put water there. And once you get a certain amount of water put down, it will actually, you'll be able to grab it from right next to it, which will make it much quicker. So we're gonna go like this. So now we should be able to go like this all the way across. Oh, apparently I didn't have an infinite water source there, so we got to replace that one back. So we'll take that. Okay, Just make sure you don't screw that part up. For some reason that one's not letting me do it. I have to take it from that exact area. Interesting. Can I take it from there? Nope, can't. Okay. Interesting. I'll just grab them from right here since I'm right next to it. Place that there. Place that there. No? What about right there? No? Okay. Since I'm right next to it, this will make it easier. It doesn't matter. So we have to go back to that corner every single time. Nope. Okay. So we're going to do this all the way across. Skipping the corner right next to the raised up block. So any corner that's next to this block, like right here and right here, do not put a water source. You'll flood the whole thing and it'll be extremely annoying to fix. So we're going to go like that. And as you can see, the water should be flowing directly up to there and stopping, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to do this all the way around, and I will see you in a second. Alright, so after doing all the water, you should have something that looks like this. All flowing around perfectly to this cube. If you notice, no matter where you stand, say I was over here, I would get pushed down straight as I don't move, and then once I hit any one of these areas, I get pushed directly to the center, which is what's going to happen to the golems when they spawn up here. We're going to create our lava trap now. I'll be right back. Alright, to build the kill chamber, keep in mind I accidentally placed this at an angle. It needs to be straight when you build it, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to completely encircle this sign in a square. So you want to make sure that when you place this first sign, you're standing directly square with the block, not at an edge like I did it, because it will put it at an angle and you don't want that, and that will screw everything up. So then you're going to aim at the edge of this sign like this, place one. Aim at the edge of this sign, place one. The edge of this sign, place it. Edge of this sign, place it. Then you're going to aim at this middle sign, and you're going to bring it out one. Then you're going to place down a block, stand on top of that block, aim at the top of this sign, place it like that. And then what we have to do is encircle the whole thing. So we're going to go like this. Then I believe out one more. Then we're going to go like that. Place a sign. We have to encircle this whole thing. We need more signs. Boop. Believe it is one more, if I'm not mistaken. Could be though. Boom. Place a sign. Place a sign. Like that. Then like, we're gonna test this, so this is why we're testing it with water, because everybody makes mistakes, even me, all the time actually. Place another sign, aim at the edge of this sign. Boom, like that, and we should be good to go. Okay, so you cannot test it with water. It has to be lava. The good news is, even though you can't test it with water because it waterlogs the sign, if you do exactly as I did it, it works perfectly. This is exactly what you want. So if you look, you can slide right underneath here, but golems cannot, and they will just burn up because they're 3 blocks tall. So if you do test it with water, it'll at least show you if it's going to flow over or not, which we know it's not going to now. So we're going to get on to the next part of the build now, which actually is probably the easiest part, but the most time consuming part. Because now we need to put walls on it, bring it all the way down. We're going to also get rid of any extra blocks like this. Like we have a singular block there, a singular block there, a singular block there. We're gonna, because how we built it, you know, you're gonna have these little things. So we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go from the edge of the farm, the complete total edge, and we're just gonna bring the walls down, and then we're gonna light it up in here. So it's easy, but we go like this. Then we're gonna go at the side of the block all the way down, just like so. And you're going to do this all the way around. After you're done with that, I will be right back as I do it. Okay, so I ended up running out of regular stone and switched to black stone, so it's kind of ugly, but I'll fix that later. One thing I do suggest is the way that you plan on entering your farm, make sure you leave a little bit of an opening, because you're going to need to get villagers in here, so you want it to be big enough. I'm going to be using zombie villagers, but the materials you're going to need for that are the same, which is usually 2 boats, 2 leads, and if you're doing zombie villagers, obviously you need the splash potion of weakness and golden apples, but if you're using regular villagers, just make sure you bring scaffolding, the boat that you're going to put them in, and a lead to the boat, and then you can just use scaffolding to get them anywhere you need to. Just go slowly and make sure that they're not falling from high distances and you accidentally kill them or anything. So, but the next part of the farm, for right now we're going to close this up, but this will be my opening to get my zombified villagers in here. Time for the next part of the build. So we're going to pick these up for a second. We're going to move them out of the way. Over here, we're just going to light up the area so we can see what we're doing as we work. So this is going to be where the collection system is going to go, but before we do that, we're going to go like this. We're going to crouch and we're going to place a hopper going down in like that. Okay, then we're going to do another hopper just like that. So you're going to have this enough space right here to build a platform, and then there are going to be beds that go on that platform. So what we're going to do, so we're going to build our way up over here. Then we're going to crouch and we're going to aim at the side of this, and we're just going to give ourselves enough room for beds on all sides. I believe it's only 10 villagers, but I'm going to be doing 20 myself, so I'm going to need 20 beds, which means this is enough, each 2 spaces is enough for 1 bed. So if we want to do 10 on each side, right? So that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. That'd be 4, that'd be 5, that'd be 6, that would be 7, right? And then we're going to come back this way. That would be 8, that would be 9, that would be 10, right? So that would be enough space for 10 beds. So then what we're going to do is we're going to fill it in and do the same thing on this side. Just like that. Right? And then, so we have enough room for 1 bed, 2 beds, right? But this middle area is going to be a little tricky, so we're going to have to go boom, 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 boom. And we're just going to build a little platform. It cannot go beyond this area right here, so just keep that in mind. I'm just going to build a nice, decent-sized platform up here, and we're going to get beds in. We're going to have to make all the beds, but since I have a piglin bartering farm, we have plenty of wool, white wool, so we're just going to make a bunch of plain white beds. So now that I have this platform built, I'm going to give myself a little stair set up to it. Like so. Actually, we don't need this one. So then we're just going to bring this platform out like this all the way around so we can get to all the areas. You could do this with scaffolding and it'd probably be a lot easier, but I don't care. I'm just going to do it this way. So we're just going to go all the way around this, so that way we can, when we make our beds and come back, we're just going to place all the beds in place. I have a crafting table outside. I just need some wood, and once I get the wood, I will be able to craft all my beds. We're going to remove this platform when we're done. Maybe we'll just keep this as a wall around our collection system so the villagers can't get in it. Because they're kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie. They try to walk everywhere. They're going to constantly be trying to get to their beds. The whole point of putting the beds up here is so that way they cannot sleep. We don't want them to sleep. We want them to stay up 24/7. So, I'm going to go make a bunch of beds, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think the best way to do this next part is I left exactly 10 spaces over my inventory, so I have to do that twice. I'll make 10, place down 10, make 10, place down 10. I think that's the best way to go about this, to make sure I don't overdo it. So we're gonna go like this, boom, boom, boom. Actually, I think that's 11 now because one of the woods cleared out. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so I should have 1 bed left over after placing down this first set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna aim right there, so that's 1 2 3 4 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I did that part perfect. Just good to know that I can do maths. Okay, just like that. And then just like this. Boom and boom. Now we make 10 more beds. Or 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then we come over to this side. 1, 2. It's pretty much just this for the rest of the build, and then we're gonna have to get ourselves some zombie villagers, which I'm not gonna show you me waiting through the night and keep going it, but once I get them I will go. But before that I'll go over what I need, but it's pretty obvious what you need. Alright, so boom and boom. So now we have all our beds in place, so we're gonna remove this layer of blocks all around it because we don't need it. It's extra. And then we're going to remove this whole platform right here that we built to get up here because we don't want the villagers to be able to reach the beds. That's the whole point. Just like that. Then we will remove this. Alright, so I'm going to remove this and then I will be right back. Alright, after removing all of those, I'm actually going to go like this, and we're going to create a wall around this collection system that we're about to build, so that way the villagers don't constantly invade the space trying to get to their beds. And we'll also use this as a light source at the same time, just like that. And then I'll fill the rest in with blackstone and we'll give ourselves a door. But before we do that, I will go over the collection system. So we're going to need hoppers and we're going to need chests, and since I have all this wood on me, I'll just make some more chests because I obviously got way more than I needed. So we're going to come down and we have a hopper right here, but we'll do right underneath it. We're going to stand directly underneath it, look straight down at the block we need, so right here. And we're going to go like this, and then we're going to do hopper, hopper. Then we're going to, I'll put a chest down just to use it as a stepping stool for right now. Yeah, that should work. All these chests. Boom, boom, like, oh, what? Why would it not attach there? They're both facing the same way. I'm not crazy. Alright, interesting. So we'll break these, and that'll be our collection system, and we can expand it going downwards later. But now it's time to get the most difficult part, the villagers. So I'll be right back when I have found some zombie villagers. Alright, after walking around for a few Minecraft days and nights, I finally got 2 zombie villagers right here. Unfortunately, one of them's a baby, so I'm going to have to cure him and let him grow up. But it's going to work out. It's daytime right now, so I'm going to have to wait until nighttime. I'm going to, literally the iron farm is right outside this cave. I found this little cave. But now that I've got these guys to spawn, I'm actually going to light it all the way up so I don't get mobs spawning here when I go to move them. And then we're going to get them into the iron farm, and it'll be all she wrote from there on out. But that's mission success right there. And I will see you in a minute. Alright, luckily it started to rain, so even though it's daytime, don't want to hurt him, we can actually move these guys with the lead in the boat, and we're going to move them right into the farm. We're going to take this nice and slow. I took off any armor I had with thorns on because they hit me once and took some damage, and I don't want them to die. So we're going to take this very slowly. No, don't go too many blocks at once. There we go. We need them to live. Okay, now we jump and try to get them up. I can go like this. Just like that. And then we bring them over this way. Perfect. We're going to move them inside here. Come Come on. Oh, my lead. Oh, no, they're going to hit me, but that's okay. Pick up the lead. I don't have thorns on, so it's okay. There we go. Get him inside here. Enderman, you do not belong here, my friend. Ow. We can put this back on and... Okay. Now the curing process can begin. So we're going to hit him with this splash potion of weakness here. I'm going to take my helmet back off because they might hit me while I do this. Boom. Alright, and when they're both cured, I will give them some bread, let them make it to babies, and they will repopulate this whole area. But the next thing we have to do while they're doing that is take a bunch of wood, and we need crafting stations for them. The easiest crafting station to make is going to be composters. So we need 20 composters, which is all slabs. So we'll just turn all this into slabs like that. We have enough for 20 right there. Boom. 20 composters. So the easiest way to go about this is we're just gonna... Is that the Enderman I attacked? Might be. So we're just gonna go like this. We're just gonna place them along the walls. Boom. And that's all the workstations we're going to need for all of these guys. So what we're going to do while they're still curing is we are going to get rid of this guy first, because he took my dirt block, which is blocking up the room. 3 ender pearls. Figures that drops when I don't need them. Whenever I need ender pearls, I get 1. Alright, so we need blocks, and we're going to block the rest of this in. Another enderman, apparently. Don't get near them while they're curing, by the way. They have strength 2 in this form, and they actually hurt. So we're gonna put doors on this. We're gonna make it look all nice, but right now we're just trying to close in our collection system. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, scared the shit out of me. Okay, so now that we have them... Come on, boat. Break. I don't want to hit them. Of course. Okay. So now we're just going to check out some bread. Let him pick that up. They'll take care of the rest. I'm going to close in this collection system while we have them here. Put down an ender chest in here. We don't need the boats or anything else. And now it's just a waiting game. We have to let the baby grow up, because unfortunately one of them was a baby, but I was not about to stay out there for another few nights and find more zombie villagers. I'm just going to take the ones I have. We're going to close this in. We're going to create iron doors, buttons, and we'll figure that out then. But they're going to keep trying to get to these beds. So we're going to stop that because we don't want them to constantly be in the collection area. Gets very frustrating. So we're going to go like this. Doom, 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 doom. Close it in. We can expand this down now whenever we want, but first we need iron golems to spawn anyway, so this is going to be a while. So I'll be back. It's going to take a pretty decent time for the baby to grow up, and then for them to make more babies. So I will see you in a little bit. Alright, another good idea while you are waiting for all this to happen is to make some fence gates, because it's just much easier to stop the villagers from doing anything crazy if you have all the exits and entrances gated off. So you open the gate, go through the gate, you know, but they cannot. So we're gonna make 2 of those, and then we're gonna turn all those in. So then we're gonna go like this. Boom, boom. I'm gonna use the dark oak. I had nether brick, but I decided to use dark oak. So then we're gonna go like this. Just like that. Boom. So now we can go like this, close it, click the button, let ourselves out, and then do the same thing for the collection system. 3 out. Boom. And we can go like this, and they cannot do anything. So now it's all time. So I'll be back. Okay, so lots of bread and lots of time later. As you can hear, I have golems 2 at a time pretty much spawning up there and dying. You can hear it happening as I speak. And we're going to go in here and see what we're getting. We should be getting iron already. Look at that. That's what we like to see right there. Boom. Alright, and that's all there is to it. So if you do everything as I just showed you, all you do is once you get the 2 villagers in here, you give them a ton of bread and just AFK at it as the villagers grow up. You're going to start hearing golems start to spawn and cats dying up there, and all their drops are going to go down into your collection system. If you appreciate this, like and subscribe. Have a nice night.